Okay. Neil Carlson here with Joel Heitkamp. A word of Ed Schultz passing. Come as a shock to you?
It did. It shouldn't have, because Ed lived life 100 miles an hour all the time. So the thought of him turning 90 someday probably shouldn't have been in anybody's mind. But it did. I had heard a week ago from a friend that he wasn't feeling that good. So I texted him, and he said he was doing fine. And then he started talking to me about the Heitkamp Kramer race, which is that, So it still hit me as a big surprise,
You worked with him. He worked at KFGO. I ran into him in the industry. Had worked at WDAY TV, KCHI TV, where I had worked, which turned into Valley News Live. Yeah, he was a hard-driven guy. You could lock horns with him at times, but I think it's fair to say he was nothing but a hard worker.
Oh, I don't think anybody don't work Ed Schultz. He was constantly working. You could be in a bar with him in Mott, and he'd be pumping for stories. I mean, that was Ed. That was actually the beauty of Ed. I'd get a call from Ed every morning. He'd say, "You got anything today?" Back when I was managing Real Water and in the state Senate, he got anything today? And I'd say, "Nope, nothing today." And he'd, all right, moving on. That was Ed. He had sources. He'd call them, and he constantly was working. I was so impressed by that.
All right. So, kind of a big voice that came out of the smaller broadcasting stations in North Dakota and made it nationwide, and now silenced, I guess.
Yeah. Not many people in North Dakota are going to end up having NBC call them and say, "We want you to host a show on this new station we're starting." And Ed ended obviously at RTTV, but wherever he worked, the same passion was there. And there's times I didn't agree with Ed, and by God, he didn't agree with me. But what he taught me, if anything, was, one, how to get the phone lines going, and two, how to take a punch. People always thought of Ed as a puncher, and he was, but he could take a punch. He could have somebody walk up to him, get in his face, say anything they wanted, and as we drove away, he'd be laughing. Where not many people are like that.
Okay. All right. Ed Schultz, gone at the age of 64. Joel Heitkamp talking to me.
You bet. Take care, Neil.
Okay. Bye.